Today we're working on a Maytag washer that's leaking, that's left some water on the floor. So we're going to check a couple of things. First, we've unplugged it. We're going to push in on these tabs with a paint scraper to lift the top up. I pulled the washer away from the wall a little bit so I can lean the top panel back, and I have to take out two little screws here on the top, one here and one here. And then I can get the front panel off and kind of watch down underneath the washer while it's doing fill and agitation and spin to see if I can locate where the leak's coming from. So again, this is on a Maytag top load washer. I'm going to lift up on this panel, put it off to the side. Okay, now I'm going to close the top, plug it back in. Back here you might want to look too to see if you see any wet spots. Drain hose, and also we have the two fill hoses, the hot and the cold. You can feel up around the faucets to see if there's any wet spot. Could just be a loose connection. So now I'm setting the washer to fill. I'm going to let it fill up, and I'm going to let it agitate as I look for leaks. So here we go. We have fill going. I'm looking around here, the tub seal, to see if I see any drips coming down. Looks really good though. I don't see any evidence down in this area either that there was any leak before. Usually if you have a leaking tub seal, you'll find water sprayed around all around the perimeter during the spin cycle on the edges of the cabinet. But this one looks good. Looks like I never had a leak in that area. So I think the tub seal is okay. The thing we're looking at here in the lower right hand corner is the motor. And we're just letting this fill a little bit more. So now we're seeing agitation. So during agitation, sometimes that will promote a leak because there's more movement of around the tub seal from the motor shaft. So we're going to look at that down during the agitation. And that's going to spin cycle. This is during spin.
Yeah.
You can see the transmission starting to spin, picking up speed, and we don't really see that's good. Sometimes you'll see it spin. The plumbing is messed up and the water backs up out of the plumbing. There's no place you can look to the floors to see if there's any wet spots. Again, that might just be just take a lot of correction. Down here where the floor hose is coming from, sure, you can check that for wet spots. Again, that's probably something you'll see some stains being shown. Front panel back on now because it looked good in there. I didn't see any leak at all. So I'm going to line up those pins, put it back, and then I'll put those screws in to hold it. There we go. Lower it down. It'll just lock into place by itself. Those clips will lock it in. You don't have to add any screws. That's the lid switch down there, that little white thing. And that, if it malfunctions, sometimes it won't go to spin. So we get that back on. We're going to push it, line up the pins, and then push it down to where it clicks. All right, I'm going to wiggle this washer back in, or away from the wall a little bit further. Then I'll lean it back to about 45 degrees. So I can look underneath. So looking underneath, maybe I'll see a wet spot, or maybe I can see where the water pump has a leak. There's a belt there that runs between the transmission pulley, the big pulley, and the little pulley is for the water pump. And the other pulley is the motor. The one there in the back is the water pump, right where my finger is, but that looks dry as a bone too. So when we did further checks with this system, we found actually that the dryer vent tube was so severely blocked that water was backing up and building up and then dripping out of the vent tube and causing the water leak. So in fact, it was not the washing machine. It's very strange. It was actually the dryer unable to get rid of all the steam that usually should readily leave through the vent tube, and it was building up water and leaking on the floor. So this washer actually checked out, but those are some common areas that you could check on your washing machine if you have a leak. A lot of times you just need to tighten up a hose connection, or you may need a new water pump. The water pump's a pretty common place to find a leak. Hopefully this helped you to find the leak on your machine. Watching our video, and please subscribe to our channel when you get a chance, and also click the little bell notification button so we can send you weekly videos on all the different ways of fixing appliances around your home and saving you lots of money. So thanks again for watching, and please also press the like button for our video if this was helpful to you. Feel free to contact me at the email listed below, which is scottthefixitguy@yahoo.com, with any of your questions.